Today, we are going to talk about metabolism after 40, and I want to remove the main fear most people have right away. Metabolism does not break and it does not disappear after 40. It slows down only when the body stops receiving the right signals. Many people say, "My metabolism has dropped. I eat very little, but weight keeps increasing. Constant fatigue appears, and it feels like the body is working against me." But in reality, the body has simply switched into energy saving mode. And it does this not to harm you, but to survive. After 40, the body becomes much more sensitive to sleep, movement, stress, and meal timing. And when these factors are ignored, metabolism really does slow down. People start eating less, restricting themselves more, but see no results because the problem is not the amount of food, but the signals the body receives. The most dangerous part is that metabolic slowdown happens quietly. A person just notices that before they could eat more, and now they cannot. Used to be higher, and now fatigue comes faster, and they begin to believe this is age. But it is not age. It is the body reacting to a lifestyle that no longer suits it. In this video, we will break down what truly affects metabolism after 40, what actually works, and why extreme diets and exhaustion only make things worse. If you feel that your body has become slower, if weight appears even with small portions, if energy has disappeared without a clear reason, this video is important to watch carefully. Because metabolism after 40 can be supported and even reactivated, but only if you act correctly. I want to tell you one story, because this is how metabolic slowdown after 40 looks in real life. His name was Michael. He was 43 years old. He did not consider himself someone with an unhealthy lifestyle. He worked, had a family, moved regularly, did not overeat, and said he even ate less than when he was younger. But every year he felt worse. Mornings became harder, daytime fatigue was constant. Tea and after meals he felt sleepy. Weight slowly increased, especially around the abdomen, even though portions did not grow. Michael started restricting himself even more. He skipped breakfast, ate very little at lunch, and by evening was exhausted and still ate because the body demanded energy. He was convinced his metabolism was broken, that it was just age and nothing could be done. The interesting part was that his lab tests stayed relatively normal for a long time, and this reassured him. But his body was already functioning in energy-saving mode, storing energy instead of using it. Not understand that the problem was not food itself, but the signals he was sending to his body. Constant lack of sleep, stress, no morning movement, irregular meals, and fear of eating too much forced the body to hold on to every calorie. The turning point came when he realized he had no strength left for work or life. He was not sick, but he did not feel healthy either. The doctor explained a simple truth. Metabolism had not broken. It had slowed down because of an incorrect daily rhythm and constant danger signals. And when Michael began changing, not the amount of food, but his day structure, sleep, mornings, and movement, the body started responding. This story matters because most people after 40 live the same way. They fight food, but ignore the signals that actually control metabolism. Now, let us break down what truly affects metabolism after 40 and what actually works instead of just sounding good. The first and most important factor is the morning. Morning sets the metabolic speed for the entire day. If the morning is chaotic, the body enters energy-saving mode. The first action is water, immediately after waking. Even one glass of water activates the digestive system, liver, and signals to the body that night is over and energy can be used. The second action is movement in the morning. Not exercise, not training, but gentle activity, stretching, walking, simple movements. When muscles wake up, metabolism increases, and this effect lasts for several hours. The third action is a protein-based breakfast. After 40, a sweet breakfast or skipping breakfast strongly slows metabolism. Protein in the morning reduces cravings, stabilizes blood sugar, and forces the body to spend more energy on digestion. The fourth action is light and routine. Morning daylight activates alertness. Hormones and influences metabolic speed. That is why waking up at the same time and not staying long in darkness matters. The fifth action is sleep. Without quality sleep, metabolism does not speed up. After 40, even mild sleep deprivation immediately shows up as weight gain and fatigue. The sixth action is stress. When the morning starts with news rushing and tension, the body enters survival mode, and in that mode, fat is not burned. The seventh action is regularity. Metabolism loves predictability. When sleep, food, and movement happen at roughly the same time, the body stops conserving energy. I want you to understand that after 40, you do not need to do more or harder. You need to do more precisely. Small, regular actions work better than diets and exhaustion, and they restore the body's sense of safety, without which metabolism cannot function. To finish, I want to clear up several myths that harm metabolism after 40. The first myth is that metabolism is broken and nothing can be done. This is not true. It slows down when the body constantly receives signals of shortage, stress, and chaos. The second myth is that you must eat less and less. In reality, excessive restriction slows metabolism even more. The third myth is that extreme diets work. After 40, they almost always lead to deeper fatigue and weight regain. Now it is important to know when you should see a doctor. If weight increases rapidly without dietary changes, if constant weakness, cold sensitivity, or sleep problems appear, if hair loss increases significantly, if there are sharp changes in blood sugar, blood pressure, or heart rhythm. These are signals that should not be ignored, because sometimes metabolism slows not only due to lifestyle. Here is a simple checklist for the next week. Start your morning with a glass of water. Add gentle movement right after waking. Protein-based breakfast. Wake up and go to sleep at the same time. Reduce morning stress. Avoid news and rushing. Focus on regularity, not perfection. I want you to remember that after 40, metabolism does not need to be fought. It needs correct signals. This channel exists so you understand how your body works without fear, extremes, or myths. If you subscribe, you will receive calm medical explanations that help preserve energy, weight, and health with age. Because after 40, the body does not become your enemy. It simply starts talking to you. And it is important to listen.